Trying to see what the lighting looks like, guys. Hold on. I will adjust everyone around on the camera. You know me. Random. Go live. Lighting is not the best. Maybe I can get it from the other side. Maybe it looks better from over here. Yeah, of course it does. So let's see what we're up to. It looks like it's going to rain today. I think I might have saved the case on the bolt. I think it was the nut that was stripping on me because it went back down. And anyway, I'll let a few people get on in here, but we'll be wrapping a couple things back up that I started to undo so I can inspect stuff, and you know, looks like it's going to be all right. I'll replace all the four egg caps. Oh, I got to take left my socket in there with new hardware. Added a head gasket because it was a little too tight. Even it was just too tight. I'm not changing that spark plug either. Spark plug's still the same spark plug. It looks excellent. So let's wrap a couple things up. Oh, I see Caveman, Willard. Let's wrap a couple things up and see if we can't start this baby for this year. This is one of my older engines that's still alive, that I've kept alive. It's got 6mm bolt holes here in the back and the front. Old case. 47x40 iron sleeve GT5 cylinder. OZ reeds, carbon fiber, and I slightly cleared out the tunnel right there where you can see the top of the little reed humps. I cleared all that out the way. Mikuni VM18, Melosi intake with a little filter just because of the tiny area and just to have a little protection. Got a little gas residue. It should have been empty, but a little gas residue we can clean off. I just torqued the head down. I got to reattach the CDI up under here. Give it some gas. Go over some bolts. Check some bolts and stuff. If you notice, this is a stock muffler right here. So about 1/2 inch inside of here, where I transferred over to the jog pipe, which I had to cut here and twist. And that's it. I did my own stinger. I adjusted the stinger, put steering wheel, handlebar long ago. It was perfect. Modded it, swooped it. Lots of room. You know, you're not supposed to be riding in potholes anyway. Through the years of riding it, I had to change out my roller, like a little pit bike roller, but put it on there, I think last year or the year before. It's still new good. Modified this chain tensioner. It stuck back a little too far years ago when I set all this up. It was put the roller real close to the wheel, so I just chopped it off, re-drilled a new hole, and it moved everything, you know, closer, little closer, because it was too long. This is the perfect distance. Never had to change this spring. It's perfect. I could always go up a notch if I wanted to tension it one more time. There's no need. And yes, I run the 32 because of clearance, so the chain don't eat here, or it don't eat up here. You can see I have a little rub marks from back in the day. They're just slightly rubs. Just took the paint off. I had some tape there long ago, but yeah. And there was a little bit there. Look, barely took the paint off. But usually I have no rub at all. But that's from letting off at high speeds and stuff. This right back here was from how I had it years ago before I adjusted it, fine-tuned it. Like the very first setup when I built it for my son, I had the old stock chain tensioner over here, you know. So the chain whooped up real high at the back, which is no bueno. So now the stock chain tensioner is over here. Chain it, tighten, you know, and I move this wheel up and down to tension it. You know, tension this chain. This bike does perfect like the blue bike. You can stand up, pedal this mug, it's ready to rock. And this is the gloss black. It's easy to clean off. It's oil and gas resistant. Which a few coats of that stuff on there, I mean, it's lasted for years. Man, old stock cover. I took off because I used it on a different engine. I had a RDM cover in there at one time. You know, it's just what used to be the $100 bike at Walmart, Cranbrook. Get your heart out roll. MB tuning, headlights still kicking. All right, let's assemble stuff back up together, guys. Oh, let's see Mike go. And just look down at the names. You know, it only gives me a few random names when I'm looking at the phone at the bottom. I'm gonna go bring it up on the computer, come out here and start tinkering, let y'all watch and hang out. Don't plan on turning it off. I'm planning on going for an hour. We'll see how it goes. So get you a drink, hang out for a minute. Let's see if we can't get this baby started up. She's gonna need some new brake pads this year too. This can be the backup bike if someone was to come down, have problems on the ride. We're gonna make sure she's solid. I love riding that bike. Oh yeah, zip tie. And let me get my cutters. Yeah, I went ahead and added two head gaskets because the one was too tight, and when I always measured with my my solder, I always see the double pinch. I see it pinch on two edges of the squish area, you know, like it was going past it for some reason or something. I don't know. But I made sure, looked at everything when it's just stacked on there, make sure the gaskets are slid all the way against the studs because it gives a perfectly over the cylinder, and then same with the head. Make sure when I put it on there, make sure it's just as tight as back as it can get on the studs before I slowly start tightening them down. It keeps everything center. So let me get my zip tie, my cutters real quick, and then a new zip tie. We'll start in. Let's see if I got a zip tie in the bag. Leonard, I thought I stripped the stud. It was a nut. We're getting it all cleaned up and, you know, getting the T5 back, the GT5 back up, bro. Gotta have the China doll. The backup bike. Because when I build the new China doll this year, it's not going on this bike, it's going on the green bike. And I'm putting the MZ65 back on there, which has patiently been hanging right there. With my modified another treat lamp pipe. I need to make a little shorter. Good for the small CC though. The Athena didn't like it. It made it hit way early and not rev out. But the fucking header is too long too, so. We want big pipes. Right now I'm trying to unzip tie the zip tie so I can use it again. I don't know how I got zip tied up like that. Going to do a start up, Leonard, and see when I forget my razor knife, I always have this sucker at work. Tools and utensils. Well, I was pulling the engine down, Leonard. I was getting ready to take it off and had another cylinder and another case in there that I was working on with the little pickup, electronic pickup, and I was just gonna pull that shit off there and use that case and bottom end and probably that cylinder. Or I could have threw this cylinder on it and just replace it. Once I started messing with this and started taking the head back off, and I noticed it was not the stud that was spinning, it was the nut that was spinning halfway through. When I thought I was torquing down, I didn't check it all. It torqued down and everything. So just resetting up stuff and gonna fit gas in and get it running. Get that chop suey going on. A little tension now, it's not much. I'll just roll with what. Slide it all the way up though. Get it up here under the tank. Plug the engine away from it. Put that on here. Like this spark plug ain't even tight. Well, that's why I had the CDI and did that to the spark plug. Let me slide it back down. There's a reason I took that off and I forgot why. Now I remember. Yeah, I know you want to see it. I did hit the bottom of the head with a brake cleaner, but it was already clean. I didn't even wipe that off. But I did get it wet with that carb cleaner just on the bottom of the head. Make sure the head was cleaned off. That don't mean nothing. It shows you that it's not running lean, but BR8HS10. No corrosion on. She's been in there as long as I built the engine. I think, unless I changed the plug out 2 years ago. No temp sensor, only RPM, I think. So took the temp sensor and put it on the green bike or something, I don't know. You know how it is when you got multiple bikes. When something tears up on one you're riding, something you're not riding that much, you'll take a part off of it maybe. The computer, I hope it's not as bad as it shows on my computer, because it shows it as a terrible, image. I don't know what it just did then, but hopefully the image gets better. I can get y'all in there if I have to. You know what I'm saying? I can get you in there, bro. Or would you rather have a further back view? Anyway, I'm just tightening spark plug. I'll move you around in a minute again. Almost there. Oh, no, leave my hand right there. I could feel it better. There it is. Old cheap Chinese things. I'm gonna come up here, look at it and say, I think you look better over here. Oh yeah, we still got a little gas. It ain't too old yet. About 3 weeks old, 91, non-ethanol. Upgraded cap years ago. Yeah. Give her what she got, full pork chop. I will go have to yoink the seat off the green bike then. Hey Kitty, we're just getting the bike ready to start up, see how she's gonna run. Let's see if the rock of the seats go how I want it. Oh yeah. No riding in the crotch. And hey Cobra, if you're out there watching with Kitty. So Cobra, we said hey. Don't really need to take none of that other stuff. The bolts appears to be good. I don't really want to torque on them none. I know they're tight. I just try them with a little wrench. That don't really fit. I had to put the little small one on there with the smaller. And just try it with this real quick. Just a little bit. It did need a little bit. That one felt better too. We'll do this in here more. Also really doing barely crushing that gas a little more. So it don't leak. Turn some fuel on and see what happens. Like a little gunk going in there. As in old gas line jelly, just looks nasty. It feels good. Yeah, you stop. Not flooding my case out, are you? Nope. The float did work right. And me dropping the back tire like that's just making this make sure it the float ain't stuck. Shit. You ever see you wanna see it crank up right now? Let's see this thing crank up. We'll be so happy if this thing cranked up. Alright. Put the choke on the VM18, let's see what happens. the way she runs. She's back. She's back. She's back. I just need to finish cleaning her. Damn, the sunlight is terrible from this angle. Hold on, people. Yes, she ran. She had a little sputter on takeoff. Then she just started pulling. I was like, oh, Lord. She pulls hard with a little 32 tooth. I wish I could put a 36 on her. I think I didn't port it for the. It's got a tiny boost port, like 10 degrees after the boot, after the transfer. I think it's about 10 degrees after. That's what I used to test in the beginning. I didn't want to put it all the way up to the transfer in the beginning, and I still don't like doing it, but I do sometimes. I think my highest RPM was like 9650. Right around 9700, 1032. I was running the RDM plate though. The plate's a little lighter, but the other plate, I get more clamping force with the weight of it behind the plate. We'll check and grease the gears. Remember, this has the seal bearing setup in it too. This is my oldest running seal bearing setup. It's 4 years old. My oldest VM18, which I've modded the bolt. Put the other plastic spacer in here so it's a little bit tighter fitting on stuff. Double gaskets. It should have gave me close to 1 millimeter squish. Yeah. It's supposed to rain today. If it doesn't rain, oh, I didn't even check to see if the light was on. I think I got it turned off right now, so that's good. I didn't get to look at it. Well, y'all would have seen it me pulling up if it was on or not. So I'm just glad that the bike's running. What's up, Kevin? I saved the engine. I thought the stud strip, it was the bolt and stuff. I swear it was the bolt. Thank you, Jesus. Look at the old gasket, old torque gasket. That was just what's hanging over. What's still the gasket is still the gasket in there, people. Yeah. We'll paste a little hose gray to keep her safe. But this will be the backup bike for the Trace. If someone needs a bike or shows up that we're friends with, and they can take Blue Streak with us and cruise it, run it. I'm glad the little case didn't die on me and I don't have to redo anything to it. Your old DTHs is still good. I still got lots of tread. The old hookworm. The hookworm is still good. I only use the front because the back's too wide for chain clearance. I have the back one out in the house. It's still like new too. I mean, look at it, it's still like new. This is the A2 one. They had two kinds. This is the stickier kind I think I got. Or this is the A. I don't know exactly. They had two of them. One was stickier than the other. It's pretty sticky though. But I like my Schwalbe better. How about that? 2.125 Schwalbe. Hammer 2.3s. The DTH dropped the hammer maxes. The sidewalls are a little more jelly. And the hookworm also still belted, like the Swalby I buy. They're still belted around the rim. But I am happy my little bike is running. I love this little engine. The time to maintenance. Yep, look, it's touching again. Time to maintenance. The old hub. Unless somebody's got a Gemini wheel or something, you know, I'll try to spread it out and put it in here. But other than that, we're keeping the little hub lock on there. But yeah, we got some overcast today. It's humid as all heck. The wood bees are out. I'm gonna get you, wood bee. Where you going, wood bee? Oh, got you, bro. You don't like, homing missile. All right. At least we got a little wind blowing though. Very excited to have my bike back running good. I think it's no brake pads. Yes, that's the only brake I got on here, but I'm looking ahead, trying to stop early. Not being riding like a jackass in public. Even though she's fast, she rides really good and cruises ultra well. You want to put on some miles? Oh yeah. China dolls are great for the trace. So it doesn't matter what bike you got, as long as they're motorized bicycles. Dun, 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 dun. I think it's time for some water and a safety meeting. Yes, wood bees already. And they ain't been back in a while because we got rid of them for like years. They haven't showed up. But if you let one make a nest, they'll be back. They will be back. I filled in most of the holes. Hold on, you can't even see. We ain't gonna look at these holes. There's a couple of them out here. You can see a couple of ones covered up there. You know, look at these bee holes right here, though. Yeah, see, I was getting ready to put this engine on there. This was the one I was using to do the electronic pickup. I'd already had my space cut out, and I had it from here with my little pickup on the thing. A couple of slashes. Those are tan, they're just old. Have a few hours on them. They're still good. Old LD90 cylinder I used a couple of years ago for temporary use, and I kept it. I didn't prep the ring or nothing. The ring, so it had a little scuffing on the cylinder, but it's still smooth. Still smooth. But now that I don't have to use this cylinder, only the intake and the exhaust was ported, I can keep this, keep playing with, and keep that alive on the bike it's supposed to be on. You better quit picking at Leonard. ERT. Yeah, hold on, ERT. I don't know if he got one on his bike yet, ERT. You know, I got mine on there. It been on there. Bam! Hanging out by the 32 tooth. Only have like 1 or 2 stickers on that bike. Probably just that one. I don't think I got no more stickers on the bike. Maybe a treat land at one time. I'm gonna go in and drink my water real quick. Get the camera set out here and chat with y'all. I'm gonna wash my hands and I'll come get on the computer with y'all for a second. Let's see if I can get the lighting to work better. It ain't gonna work better, is it? Heck with that, I'm gonna bring y'all inside. We can chill for a minute inside. I've accomplished everything I wanted to do out here. There's nothing else to see. My old tool set. The bike is up and running. That's all that matters. That's what the goal was to get the bike running today. At least the engine back on it, reassembled. Luckily, I didn't have to take that off. Everything worked out. Let's go in, chat, have a safety meeting, and not have butt crack sweat already. We have vision on vision, and not enough light in the room to satisfy people. Yeah, it's been there for a while, Leonard. I think the first, I had two of them, the two little ones or one little one, I don't know. The other one's on the door. One little safety meeting. We'll finish out the couple of minutes. The dragon chicken. Yep. I mean, I have some over here, but I had to restart it on the door. My other computer crashed out. Well, just a operating system. So this is my son's old computer that I got back. He got a laptop. He bought a brand new laptop a couple years ago. So I was like, let me use this thing. I just put extra RAM in it in my graphics card and stuff like that. so I can keep using one without having to rebuild one. But I have damn near all the parts to build a new one. But I just don't want Windows 11. I don't want it. Eventually, one day, I guess, when I have to. But until that day arises, we ride now Windows 10 and my Kaby Lake CPU. Get the arrow off there. Yep. So yeah, if I can avoid the rain later this evening, I'll take her out for a cruise, see how she does, check the air pressure. Wouldn't mind getting some new rims for her one day. The back rim ain't that old. I replaced the stock Cranbrook rim with another rim. It was thinner than the Cranbrook one, but I had warped or did something to the Cranbrook rim. I messed it up. So I had bought a new one, replaced it years ago. About 3 years ago. And the Cranbrook rim was better than the one I bought. Yeah, my TV has more stickers than the door, probably. But it's just two-stroke stickers or anything that I did or used for two-stroke. Plus, I got cards. I mean, look at the cards. You got cards. I mean, that down there is my COVID shot. So I'd be like, hey, you poisoned me, bitches. All the rest of it's two-stroke stuff. I know it's terrible lighting. Sorry, I don't have good lighting effects for YouTube watchers. Sorry. I know I need to upgrade my phone. But it's hot outside. I'm taking a safety meeting with y'all, and that's just how it is. Oh yeah, and I looked up another movie. I found another movie we could add to the list for movie night one day. I couldn't remember what it is. What was it? There's a movie in 1971. I never seen it, but for some reason it popped up into my YouTube, and I was like, check that out. But it was about a guy driving a car across the country or somewhere, escaping danger, and I forget what it was called. I think he was taking drugs, even ran into the devil, and at the end he died. I just spoiled the whole movie, okay? Well, so they spoiled it for me. Still never seen it. And the American version, missing a whole 7 minutes that the Australian version got. So yeah. 7 minutes of scene or some shit, I don't know. 4 scenes. Yeah, I got some that's, hasn't been put on anything. I'll eventually give these 2 away, but I still have doubles of some stickers I haven't put up, like this one better. Well, that's a beer brewing sticker there, that one in there, but that's another motorized SoCal sticker. Those doink heads. Doink. I don't think the shirt's helping me breathe. But yes, China Doll's back in action. The thing that's sitting right here, when I do build a new China Doll, a stroker China Doll, I will be putting it on here using the MZ65. If I don't modify that pipe out there and keep it a belly pipe, we will see. enjoyed my MZ65, but we might mod the hanging belly pipe for the new China doll. We will see. We will see. Remember to hit the thumbs up, guys. We're almost at the hour mark. So we got better lighting right here on the green bike. Beautiful bike. Beautiful exhaust. You can get that same exhaust at Treatland for like 89 bucks, 90 bucks. And then you get 20% off, and it's even cheaper. And then you still got to chop and weld and fit it to your frame. That's the best pipe so far that I bought off Treatland. And that was under $100. But yeah, I had to modify it to make it fit. But it sure do the trick. And it was for a 50cc engine. That's a way bigger chamber than I ever seen for a 50cc. Except for some big belly pipes. You see the remnants down there of the pickup and the coil. I don't think I had enough ground on the, or it grounded just right. I'm gonna figure it out eventually. I'm not in no hurry. And my battery is only at like 11. It needs to be probably at 12 or more. So I never did charge the battery up to the right capacity. A few things I was slacking on, like I said, was just checking to make sure everything was gonna come on, but everything, me seeing a little spark, which was probably because I didn't have enough juice running to it. Minor details, minor. And then in these head, well, I done worked on a few days waterproof. Had it for a while. So thanks. Yep, that's it for me today. That overcast blowing in, it's 82 and humid as a mother out there. I took the shirt off. I'm done for the day. Well, as far as working on the bike, I'm gonna wait till it cools off before I go for a ride. It ain't been this warm and this early in a minute. It usually starts warming up. Usually don't start getting 80 till April. Yeah. Believe you me. I'm already starting to wear shorts to work. Even though some days you're like, should I have wore shorts? Because ain't no telling what you be climbing or doing. Waking. And what your ass gonna be doing? Waking. Yep, and I'd also like to change out, that's the other DTH right there. It's on the front rim of the Gemini. It matches the rear one on the Cranbrook, the Blue Streak. So I'd also like to change this one out eventually one day this year too, and put the Schwalbe, just like I got on the back, put a new Schwalbe on the front. Either the same one or just go ahead and buy 2 new Big Apples and put some fresh Big Apples on this bike. They have a different texture setup. Still all the same safety and green guard and all that stuff as the big Bends, but these are just Big Apple. They're still 2.125, same tire height, just a different tread, which looks even speedier than the big Bends. So yeah, I have a tire out in the house. If someone had a flat or got a gas in their tire, there's a backup tire out in the house. everybody at least ought to have their at least one spare tube on them at the ride. I have one in my tool pouch. A couple of us have little tool pouches. So it'll be a fun time. Like I said, my bike said he wasn't going to be able to make it. If y'all didn't hear the other day, he's got family in town coming in, and they'll be there for a minute, his mom. So he'll have to catch the next ride, which is fine. And by then, you know, I'll have something else built to ride. I mean, the reason I should take apart this one for a long time, the one that's on the felt faker, it should last for a good while. I mean, my thing, even though I rebuilt it, that cylinder and piston ring still got over 10 hours on it. Still runs like a champ. I don't even think the ring, for the first 6.5 hours I was running Husqvarna 2-stroke oil mix. That was like the first and second year I ran stuff. And after that, I started buying good oil. So the year when I first started running the Athena again after the rebuild, that was this first sip of the Motul 800. It might have got a, no, it wasn't in operation when I bought, one year I bought some 710 when I bought my 800, and I was running all the bikes all fucking time when I wasn't working. So, and that was a lot of riding. Yeah. That's not riding every day like some people do, but it's still riding a lot for not having to have it for transportation, but for hobby use and play. Yeah, that was a lot of riding. But it needed to be done. You ride, you learn your area, where you want to ride. Even though you're riding a vehicle, it's different on the bike. And you're not riding in the same places. Even though you are, you're not. Some places you don't want to go. You don't want to ride down the side of the street unless you have to. You want to avoid vehicles at all costs, except for when you're riding on the back roads and that's all you got because there ain't no fucking shoulder. I can hear it thundering outside right now, Mike. Yep, it says we only got 5 minutes. Oh yeah, it is humid than foe. I come out here and pick up, blow these leaves out of here. Take her for a ride. Check the old bearings in her, make sure everything's good. Make sure the front tire still spins with ease. I barely even got my hand on it to spin it. Looks like she's doing just fine. Boy Go Fast has these cylinders. Come with a, you can get low hull and high hull pistons for them. So RTC, we're finna get out of here, brother. It's finna rain. Save the engine. Didn't have to rebuild it on something else. I think I just smoked one too many and was like, felt it slip, and I was like, oh no, but I swear I did it twice. I guess the good Lord saved me. Still got Leonard's old red brake light over here. Changed the batteries on. This is my flashing light. I need to get another one to put on the other bike for the ride, or I'll snatch this one off. Oh yeah, there's my other sticker right there. Treatland sticker. All right, guys. Thank y'all for stopping by. Y'all get out there and ride y'all's motorized bikes. Enjoy y'all's weekend. Peace out.